Don't ever buy a fucking condo. That's my opinion anyways. That's my advice. I'm not saying that everyone that lives in a condo is making a mistake or doing the wrong thing. From my personal experience, I will never buy a condo again. So when I moved out of my parents' home, the first place I moved into was a condominium apartment building. Anyways, so I guess I obviously didn't know what I was getting myself into. The first condo board that we had there, like when I first moved in there, my condo fees were $128 a month. I first moved in there in September of 2003. My condo fees are $28 a month. The first condo board that we had was a pretty good condo board. Like there were 3 people on that condo board. All 3 of them did their best to try to please the condo owners and also did their best to keep condo fees down. When we had our first condo fee increase, our condo fees under that first board went from $128 to $147 a month. So I mean, $19 a month increase, that wasn't bad compared to the rest of the increases I got after that. I realized they tried their best to keep the fees down. So after that, unfortunately, at least two of the 3 members on that condo board were getting badly harassed by the condo management company that we had in there. Because the condo management company, they were real fucking assholes. I hated every fucking piece of shit that I met from this particular company. I would love to name these people, name this company and all that, and give the exact address, but I figured it's in my best interest not to. Because they're such fucking douchebags. I wouldn't put it past them to try and sue me. So that's why I'm not giving any names or addresses here. But anyways, yeah, the people at this condo management company were real douchebags. They harassed at least 2 of the 3 people working at that condo, 2 of the 3 people that were on the condo board. So unfortunately, those 2 people ended up quitting the condo board. And the other person that was on that condo board ended up moving out. As well as so did those 2 people as well. So all 3 of them ended up moving out. We got a new condo board president who, in my opinion, was a fucking lying sack of shit. In my opinion, she lied about all the credentials she had. The way I could tell this particular woman was lying was that her lips were moving. I didn't believe a fucking word she said. I don't think she had one fucking clue what she was doing. And in my opinion, it wouldn't surprise me if she was even dipping her hand in the pot and stealing money from the condo board. That wouldn't surprise me at all. So anyways, under this new condo board, in 2005, our condo fees, if I remember correctly, went from $147 a month to $199 a month. And we only had 8 days warning that our condo fees were skyrocketing like that. And anytime you made any kind of suggestions to this condo board, they always had some bullshit excuses about why that couldn't be done, why that's not possible. So that particular woman that was the president of the condo board, she was a fucking bitch. There was another guy that was on that condo board. He was a fucking bitch as well, too. I remember asking this particular guy, I think it was September, October, and in southern Ontario, Canada, temperatures can start cooling down quite a bit in September, October. I remember temperatures had cooled down so much. We didn't have the heat on yet. At one point, it went down to, I think, about, I'm trying to remember. It went down to approximately 18 degrees Celsius or 64 degrees Fahrenheit in my apartment unit. So I went and asked this fucking dickhead on the condo board to turn on the heat. This fucking asshole had the nerve to tell me, well, put on an extra sweater. Like, you fucking dick. What the fuck do you think I'm paying my condo fees for? You idiot. I mean, this particular guy, he was about as useful as a fucking air conditioner at the North Pole. So, anyways, there was another woman on that particular condo board. I didn't have any problems with her myself. But anytime I saw her around, she always appeared to be in a bad mood, always appeared to be stressed out. And B, I witnessed her go off on an elderly property owner pretty badly at a condo meeting. Like, this particular owner brought up about how sometimes when she mops the floors, how sometimes she leaves puddles on the floor. And this woman just blew the fuck up. I don't know what the fuck was up her ass that day, but she just went off on this guy in front of everyone at this condo meeting. And then there was another year that her condo fees went from $199. They went from $199 a month to $221 a month. And I think that they had something called a special assessment against us as well, too. Now, special assessment is when for anywhere from 1 month to 12 months, they can ask you to add additional money, like add a set amount to your condo fees. Like, it's basically a temporary measure that lasts anywhere from 1 to 12 months instead of increasing your condo fees altogether. I think it was during this particular year that we, as condo owners, voted to get rid of this condo management company and move towards self-management, because self-management was supposed to be so much cheaper. It was supposed to keep our condo fees down so much. But yet, our condo fees went from $221 a month to $243 a month. There was other things there that I didn't like either. Like, first of all, these condo meetings were always on weeknights. And, they'd be around 6 or 7 p.m. or something like that. The thing is, at the time, I was working out of town. Quite often it took me a long time to get home from work. So quite often I'd be working long days as well too. So quite often I'd be getting home from work too late to attend these condo board meetings. Like, what they should have done, what any good condo board would have done, was if they were having a vote on a particular item, what they could have done was also used some private ballots, make it that people who can't attend that meeting can fill out a ballot to vote on that particular idea. So there's a lot of things that I was unable to vote on because I was unable to come to the condo meeting because I couldn't make it home from work in time to attend those condo meetings. Like, what's more important, work or going to a condo meeting? So anyways, there were things that were done around there against my will. Like, I remember they put in a fucking stupid sprinkler system. Like, we were living in Brantford, Ontario. It's not like we were living in Phoenix, Arizona, or some other place that's excessively dry. Brantford, Ontario, just like the rest of southern Ontario, has more than its fair share of rain. So we didn't need a sprinkler system to end up wasting our money. I remember another thing that people voted on. People voted on, even though our building numbers were on all our apartment buildings, people voted to put up an additional sign with the name of our community and our building numbers on it, just for decoration. Again, a waste of money. I remember at one point when I was living at this building that we had to all park on the street for about 2 to 2.5 months while our parking lot got renovated. Apparently it was supposed to be a major renovation that was going to address things such as the poor drainage and getting flooding in our parking lots. Well, it didn't address that. The parking lot still didn't drain properly. We still ended up getting flooding in our parking lot. And I forgot how many thousands of dollars we wasted on that. Like, there's just so many things. I'm trying to think back. I remember, for example, they would come and do snow removal at our complex, but they never thought to do anything about the ice. Sometimes we'd get ice forming on our walkways and in our parking lots. They never seemed to have the common sense to put down any fucking salt or sand or anything like that, any kind of traction aid on the ice. I remember there was one day that a four-wheel drive SUV, I think it was a Nissan Xterra, which is like a mid-size SUV, and it was four-wheel drive, and it couldn't make it up the ramp to the upper parking lot because that ramp was just a sheet of ice. Like, it was just basically a shit show. It was just basically a shit show. And I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of that condo. I only lived there for 6 years, and during those 6 years, my condo fees pretty much doubled. They went from $128 a month to $243 a month. And had I stayed there for one more month, they would have gone up again to $255 a month, from $128 a month to $255 a month. So the moral of the story is, yeah, think twice before you buy a condo. I know I'll never waste my money buying a fucking condo ever again.